Well, welcome to the John Wayne Hour by T.A. Wolf. And I'm T.A. Wolf, and I'm going to let you know about the program. We're going to watch some films of John Wayne and check them out. I'm going to tell you some jokes in John Wayne's voice. I'm going to let you know how I became John Wayne myself in some Hollywood films and demos and short films and even a documentary. Well, so sit down and enjoy the show, pilgrims. I'm glad you could make it, and I moseyed on down to Station Creek just to give you this show. Duh. I'll sit back and enjoy the war wagon behind the scenes I wanted to show you, pilgrims.
What you're watching is action. The kind of action that costs millions of dollars to film. But all the money in the world won't get it on the screen if one essential ingredient is missing: know-how. We're on location in northern Mexico, where filming is in progress on The War Wagon, a Western starring John Wayne and Kirk Douglas, two of the all-time top action stars. Have you ever wondered what kind of know-how goes into staging spectacular action? Here's a behind-the-scenes look. The War Wagon is a bank vault on wheels, a gold bullion carrier, armor-plated, protected by a Gatling gun and a small army. In the scene being rehearsed, John Wayne and Kirk Douglas have to leap from the speeding war wagon. It's a deadly stunt, unless you know exactly how to do it. The experts recommend the one thing that's almost impossible: keep completely relaxed. A picture like The War Wagon calls for top-flight horsemanship. And the first problem in horsemanship is always getting on the horse, as demonstrated by Kirk Douglas. This is the crouper mount. It's an adult version of leapfrog. The reverse crouper mount is leapfrog with a twist. This is called the scissor mount because of the way the legs are used. The scissor mount has a number of versions. This is the standing hand scissor. The side scissor mount. But believe it or not, the most difficult mount of all is the mount that never makes it. This calls for real acrobatic skill. No, these men are not getting ready for the spring planting. They're preparing for an action scene. Breaking up the hard desert earth will make some actors' job just a little bit softer. Watch. The War Wagon features John Wayne in a saloon brawl to end all saloon brawls. And that's really saying something, because Wayne practically wrote the book on this sort of action. Howard Keel starts things off by swinging at Wayne and connecting. When that happens, keep your eye on the way John Wayne lands on a table. What you'll be seeing is actually an acrobatic turn deliberately roughed up so it won't look too perfect. Now here's a scene where a character gets knocked out by a fighter the audience never even sees. But John Wayne, being the perfectionist he is, insists on throwing that anonymous punch himself. To avoid serious injury, a punch calls for lots of experience and split-second timing on both sides. Watch closely. The head snaps back at precisely the same speed the fist is traveling. Sometimes action is improvised while the scene is being filmed. In a few seconds, a chair will break the mirror behind Kirk Douglas. Because you're watching behind the scenes, you'll see something theater audiences would never know. The man throwing that chair is John Wayne. Each of the men behind that piano has to know exactly where he's going if he wants to stay healthy. You'll see why in a minute. Only a real pro should ever try this. In a few moments, John Wayne will knock Howard Keel through a window. Even though real glass is not used, the substitute can cause serious cuts if you don't protect your face. And that's not easy to remember when you're flying through the air. But just because you're used to seeing actors take chances, don't get the idea there's no danger behind the cameras. This bridge has to be blown to bits during one of the chases in the war wagon. Handling high explosives is the least healthy job around. And there's plenty of high explosives on this job. 16 boxes of dynamite, 100 sticks to the box, and 300 yards of cordite. The cameras get the protection of barricades. But the camera crews head for safety before the blast. The payoff for all this effort lasts just a few seconds on the screen. The excitement of a great action picture is really a tribute to the pros, the actors and crews with the showmanship and know-how necessary to create pictures like The War Wagon.
Well, I hope you like some behind-the-scenes stuff. I have a couple jokes on the range here I'd like to tell you. Why did the cowboy always tell jokes to his cows? Well, to turn them into laughing stock.
It is, I think, going to be a very harsh and unpleasant kind of business. And will, I think, require an extremely harsh and unpleasant kind of man to see to it.
No, sir. No, sir, I ain't. Haven't butted into anybody's business since I was 18-year-old. At which time it almost got me killed. Ain't gonna start that again. What's the matter? Oh, what'd he have to go and do that for?
You got any last words, Scotsman?
Aye. Give me my bonnet. My head's cold.
All right, now let's get on to the hanging.
Howdy. Got you kind of surrounded, haven't they?
This your business, mister?
What is he, a murderer or a horse thief?
He's a sheep farmer.
Phew, that's where that horrible odor comes from.
That's right.
How about the boy? You gonna hang him too, or just beat him up some more?
Mister, you shouldn't butt into something that's none of your business. You really shouldn't.
I think you're right, friend. Man shouldn't butt into anything that ain't his own affair. Sheep farmer? You want to sell them sheep?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see. I'll give you 100 now and 300 when I get them to market.
But that's highway robbery.
Well, maybe you think you're gonna get a better offer for them today.
I'll take it. With one proviso.
What's that?
I'll go with the sheep.
Good. You're working for me.
You go ahead. You go right ahead. If there's anything I enjoy more than hanging a sheep herder, it's hanging somebody who sticks his nose into my business. Go on. You try to cut that rope.
No, you got me scared. You do it. Dog!
Get him off! Get him off!
Dog!
Just who in the hell do you think you are?
Jacob McCandles.
Oh, I thought you were dead, Mr. McCandles.
Not hardly. You gonna cut him down? Now his hands. "200 miles south, Bar MC. Foreman's name's Gonzalez. Tell him I sent you. Take the boy with you."
Thank you, sir. Come along, son.
You follow him. I'll hunt you down and kill you. Every mother's son of you. Come on, dog.
Why did the rancher move all his cows to the second floor of the ranch? He liked to raise the stakes.
What about me?
James?
Good morning, Daddy. It's been some time since I've seen you. 10 years, I think.
9 years and 4 months. But you're welcome to come along, son.
I am moved by your faith in someone you haven't seen since he was 16 years old. Daddy.
Daddy?
Daddy.
Daddy. Well, son, since you haven't learned to respect your elders, it's time you learn to respect your betters.
Oh! If you weren't my father.
Go ahead. I give you leave. You're going with me. I hope you can use that hog leg better than you can fight.
Does that suit you, Daddy?
You can call me Father. You can call me Jacob. You can call me Jake. You can call me a dirty son of a... But if you ever call me Daddy again, I'll finish this fight.
I tell you, in the next scene, I go to get my boy from these bad men, and I'm not going to show him any mercy. Go ahead and check this out.
Good to see you made it.
Guess he don't like anybody behind him. Neither do I. All right, that goes for you too, Fatty. Get out where I can see you.
Open it up.
The boy.
Will? I just saw something in your eyes I don't like. I saw a foolish thought. You understand me? Anything happens, anything at all, your fault, my fault, nobody's fault. My little brother will blow that kid's head right off. It's as simple as that. No matter who else gets killed, that boy dies. A shotgun misses him, it don't matter. You already know about the rifle on him. That won't be as messy as a shotgun at 3 feet, but that boy will be just as dead. You understand me? Say it.
I understand. That's the stuff that dreams are made of.
What's $1 million look like, John?
Now you understand. Anything goes wrong, anything at all. Your fault, my fault, nobody's fault. It don't matter. I'm gonna blow your head off. It's as simple as that.
What'd he say? I can't hear him.
No matter what else happens, no matter who gets killed, I'm gonna blow your head off.
Something wrong.
Well, I hope you enjoyed some of John's movies there, and then my quest, T.A. Wolf becoming John Wayne himself too. Well, here's the first clip of a phone call I got, and I put it in a movie clip, and so you could watch and see.
Hey, Project Man. I think this is also tawolf. My name is Matt Umbarger. I caught your John Wayne impression online.
But back in Dodge, they call that cattle ass.
I'm down here in Newport Beach, California. I'm actually going to be working here with John Wayne's family to produce a guided harbor tour, about a 40-minute tour that's voiced with the John Wayne impersonation, and I wanted to follow up with you. I really liked yours. I was trying to find something funny. I don't know how much more in depth you can go. Just a little bit that I saw, but I definitely like to talk to you if you have an interest in doing a demo that I could share with folks here. But anyway, definitely just like to talk when you have a chance. I think you are in Michigan. Again, my name is Matt, M-A-T-T, Umbarger. When you have a chance, look forward to speak with you. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Duke's Grand Water Tour. This is a non-discharge harbor, so please refrain from throwing anything overboard. In case of an emergency, a life vest is located beneath your seat. Now, without further ado, your tour guide extraordinaire, he's an Academy Award-winning actor, a timeless star of the silver screen, and a true American icon, the Duke.
Well, how do you do there, pilgrims? My name is John Wayne. Mighty nice of you to make it out today. Now, some of you younger folks may not know me, but that's okay. Here's a riddle for you. What does Brad Pitt, Will Smith, and Ryan Gosling have in common? Well, I don't know, but if you combined all three of them fellas, they still haven't starred in more movies than me. That's right, 175 feature films in all, more than anyone else in Hollywood history. I'll be little, but I'm John Wayne. We're gonna have to do another run. So you have some cattle and real visionary of you, any of the cowboys out there. Well, these are my 10 most famous quotes and a little bit about myself. Well, young fella, if you're looking for trouble, I'll accommodate you. Oh, I wouldn't make it a habit of calling me that, son. All battles are fought by scared men who'd rather be someplace else. Don't say it's a fine morning or I'll shoot you. I won't be wronged and I won't be insulted and I won't be laid a hand on. I don't do these things to other people and I require the same from them. Tomorrow is the most important thing in life. Comes on to us at midnight very clean. It's perfect when it arrives and it puts itself in our hands. It hopes we've learned something from yesterday. Duh. I may sound like a Bible beater yelling up a revival at a river crossing camp meeting, but that don't change the truth none. There's right and there's wrong. You're gonna do one or the other. You do the one and you're living. You do the other one and you may as well be walking around, but you're dead as a beaver's hat. I've made over 250 pictures and I never shot a guy in the back. I'll change it. Now, you understand? Anything goes wrong, anything at all, your fault, my fault, nobody's fault. It don't matter. I'm gonna blow your head off. It's as simple as that. Out here, due process is a bullet. Well, you may know me as the actor John Wayne, but I was born Marion Robert Morrison in Winterset, Iowa in 1907. Soon after the folks moved us to California when I was a young child, and having a chance to grow up in the Sunshine State of California, that was my calling. As a young man, though, being rejected by the Naval Academy, it made me eager to make my own mark in the world. I eventually enrolled at USC, where I played football, and boy did I ever love to rough 'em up. Now go Trojans. Soon after I landed a gig as a prop boy on a Hollywood set, I soon impressed director John Ford. Well, he said my imposing frame, being I was stood 6'4" and looked good, and lantern jaw, I quickly established myself as I butted into a star. Well, not just a star, I'm a legend. I'm John Wayne. Oh, I tell you, Pilgrim, I hope you like my 10 most famous quotes, and I hope you like my music that I put together. Aha. On my way. I tell you, my name is John Wayne, and I'm looking for a few good cowboys that want to head on down to Rio de Janeiro with me. I tell you, why don't we get on our horses and ride? I tell you, Why did the cowboy's horse want to quit his job? Well, he was saddled with too much responsibility. Why did the cowboy jump up when he sat on his boots? Well, something spurred him on. Why did the cowboy take his pony to the doctor? Well, he noticed he was a little hoarse. Did you hear about the cowboy who held up an acting teacher? Well, he wanted to rob a stagecoach. Well, did you hear about the cowboy who needed to borrow money? Well, his horse had to give him a few bucks. So this next movie coming up was a film that I put together with people with disabilities, and we performed it and raised mental health awareness, and we were on the news about it. And it was a producer from California, Jim Pact, and he was also a Broadway actor, and he heard my voice on YouTube, and he Gmailed me and wanted me to put together a play, me doing John Wayne, and that's what I did, and this is the scenes. Oh no, George, tell us. Just how nonsensical are they?
Giving back while giving people with disabilities the chance to star in a play.
Yes, Tom joins us with more on this, and this is a really great idea. Thanks for being here. Talk a little bit about what this is all about.
Well, Pulling on a String is a play. I've been doing Laugh Fest for 7 years, and I download my stuff on my YouTube channel, and I was contacted by Matt Ombacher to put together the Duke's Grand Tour as John Wayne. I do John Wayne's voice. I'll do a little, oh, I tell you, Pilgrim, why don't you get off the stage, I tell you. See?
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of John Wayne.
Yeah, you sound just like him.
Appreciate it. And well, what I did is I come up with an idea to do a play for mental health research when Jim Pack, the writer of Pulling on a String, sent me the script. And I thought, well, great. Well, maybe, I could get some people to play. Well, I couldn't find anybody to play at first. And then I thought, well, I'm trying to raise money for mental health research, so why don't we get people with disabilities to do the play? And that's when I came up with the idea.
Okay. So now, where do you stand now? You guys getting ready to perform? Are you working on it right now?
Well, we're at Brands. We're practicing every week. We're still looking for a few people. I've contacted a lady called Delight out at Arts in Motion, but I haven't heard back. Marge from Marge's Donut Den. We're going to have the first play there, and she gave me the contact, but I haven't heard back. Then Shelley Irwin gave me Chris Smith at the Calvin College. I haven't contacted them yet, but some of these people they said might be able to help me. Christine at Disability Advocates. We're looking for people with disabilities that want to perform for a play, and we're getting donations for props and costs, and like it's been helping me because I haven't been working, and I have to be in surgery at 2:30 today for hernia surgery. So light work is I'm not doing Project Man stuff. So that's why
a lot going on.
Yeah, it just sounds like a great way though to give back and do something special. But you had some people that you wanted to bring in to do a few lines.
Yes. We have a few people here.
Okay.
Lori,
tell us real quick, a little bit about what is Pulling on a String. What's the premise?
It's a play about a guy that runs a theater, and he's like an undercover boss. He hires some people to play him as the boss, and he's like an undercover janitor, and he runs the place, and he's just like imaginary John Wayne's in his dream, and Marlon Brando, so I need like a few actors that can do different things. It's just a fun thing.
All right, what are the folks going to do here? Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.
This is my daughter, Hope, and this is Lori. Hey, come here, honey.
I want to go sit on the couch.
Okay, Lori here is the actress. Okay. Here, sit down. Let Lori sit. Lori's the actress.
Okay.
And she has a part, and she's going to represent Myers. She's a Myers employee, and she's representing Myers.
Okay.
All
right, so let's hear it. Let's
go ahead.
Take your line.
Oh. Sure, no, I forgot it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Are you a singer, George?
Are you a singer, George?
Nice. All right. Well, where can people find out more information about this?
You can go to T.A. Wolf Entertainment Productions or T.A. Wolf Productions on Gmail.
Okay. Awesome.
Very good.
All right.
All right, yeah, that was great. Now, this next clip on the news was after the event was over. We did our filming, and this is what they had to say about it.
A range of disability is taking center stage in Wyoming tonight. A local group put together a performance, giving them the chance to be in the limelight.
Fox 17's Michael Dupre went to the big premiere of Pulling on a String. He joins us in the studio with more on the message they're hoping to send. Michael?
Christian Janice, that showing took place at Marge's Donut Den tonight. Now, each cast member of this project is facing some form of disability, but the group is proving that nothing can hold them back.
Yeah, there was a lot of takes. I mean, I didn't memorize any lines. I just read the script and I did the editing too. So
Pulling on a String may not look like a Hollywood production, but the hearts of those behind it are solid gold.
It feels good. It's about a theater owner that is undercover, so he's like an undercover boss who plays a janitor.
They say playing different roles was a whole new experience.
a little nervous. I've never done it, but I got the hang of it. It's fun. Learning something new.
And one of those new things was how to deliver a powerful line. Why? Well, to help generate awareness for a noble cause.
Well, we all have a disability. We're all a little slower. We weren't picked first on the team, you know. I think that every one of us are heroes.
The project's director says they did the whole thing on a $1,200 budget. And he also showed us why he's a man of many talents.
I do voiceovers. I do Sylvester Stallone. I do, you know, I'm a bum, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm a pretty good guy, you know. I mean, I can get his voice down, you know, when I start talking, you know. For John Wayne, well, I just want to get on my horse and ride, I tell you.
He's got a good voice for John Wayne and Balboa. Well, this is just the first 3 scenes of Act 1, so there's a lot more to do with this project. And not only are they helping raise awareness, they also hope to raise money for treatment and research on mental health conditions. For more on how you can help, head over to our Fox 17 mobile app.
It's a great John Wayne.
Yeah, pretty impressive impersonations. Anybody else that he does other than, you know, Sly and John Wayne?
He definitely nailed, you know, John Wayne and Balboa pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, not only does he do many more, but he'll go to where you might want. He likes to do charity events where he lends his voices. He can go to hospitals, you know, help raise the mood for kids, anything. If you're having a case of the Mondays, I'm sure he'll show up at your business and just throw down that Balboa voice and help pick up your spirits.
Oh, yeah, good luck. Michael, thank you.
Well, this next film is something that I was called and asked if I could do John Wayne's voice in a telegram in a theater down in Texas. And I even had the chance to work with Wilford Brimley on the whole project. Here's something you can check out now.
Enticed by neon gas flowing through sculpted glass tubes and flickering lights racing along with rapidity, we're compelled to this corner along Texas Avenue, where dusty westerns galloped into the sunset, sci-fis pushed futurism, horror flicks lurked in the shadows, and classics made our hearts sing. All manner of dramas played out in front of our eyes. We sat there mesmerized in the hushed darkness together. As the seasons slip away, these memories grow dimmer and yet more cherished. This place was the Brunson. This place was our friend.
Well, when I got a chance to do this gig, it was all about John Wayne, and that's how I got the gig. And he was doing a movie called Hellfire. Check it out.
With Jim Hutton, Catherine Ross, and, yes, the Duke, John Wayne.
With these whales out in the bay, that's attracted the movie production. And in the background, they set up a drilling rig there on the peninsula of the edge of Goose Creek and literally burned it down.
Everyone came out to 146 lined with cars as far as you could see to watch them film the movie over in Tabbs Bay. Of course, the movie's based on Red Adair and Boots and Coots and all that. It's just an iconic group at that time already. And here comes John Wayne. And John Wayne could have been nicer to everybody in Baytown. He signed autographs, he took pictures.
I took my mother probably about 4 and 5 times a day, trying to catch John Wayne.
It's here at last, the monumental history-making motion picture, 14 years in the making, the $12 million epic, The Alamo. Starring John Wayne as Colonel David Crockett.
Rufus Honeycutt, Brunson Theater, Baytown, Texas. The heroes of the Alamo have made this Texas Independence Day a cherished memory.
A lot of people don't know John Wayne sent to the Brunson a Western Union telegram thanking them for showing the Alamo on Independence Day.
Remember the Alamo, John Wayne.
It was just a super entertaining film, and it was packed that night.
Because it says something about our town.
For every life has a place it holds sacred. In this coastal hamlet, perched along brackish bays, was a picture house that shined a bit brighter, laughed a bit harder, touched us all deeper than we really knew. When the lights went down and that magnificent screen flickered alive, this was the uncommon gift that Brunson gave to us all. And we would never be the same again.
Texas Ave again, a familiar sound that's electric in the wind. People gather round, just waiting to get in on a Friday night. We're just playing pretend, so take me out before you take me home. I don't wanna be all alone. The summer nights under neon glory. I don't wanna be.
Well, I hope you liked the film that we were just in, the Baytown, and it inspired me to do more things. And so I decided to make a film with people that believe that I sound like John Wayne and look like John Wayne. And so I got a lot of people to bite into this film that I wanted to do. And it was about cancer. And since John's into this cancer foundation stuff, I thought maybe I'd make a video of somebody, you know, him dying of the cancer and in the film, and just seeing how traumatic it is for people that want to make it home, you know. And so I called it Father, Give Me Strength to Make It Home. And that's the film. I hope you like this and have a great day. Well, you can order my stuff, Pilgrim.
This is a John Wayne tribute film put together for those suffering from cancer from a group of people who care, to be live streamed for donations for the John Wayne Cancer Foundation. A bit of Hollywood, tawolf Entertainment and Productions and Clark Productions present Father, Give Me Strength to Make It Home.
John Wayne, I'll be needing that tax credit on your cattle drop.
Well, I got you paid in full, Miles.
John, have your horse fitted for your shoes in the morning.
Well, thank you very much, Iron Man. Will you remember me? Will you remember me? Do I have a place in your heart? Will you remember me? Will you remember me? I'm gone and sorry we're apart. Well, Miles, this trip has worn me down. I don't feel very well.
You don't look too well, John. You should go see what the doc has to say.
This always works for me.
I think I'll see what the doc has to say, Iron Man. I gotta go to the doc's office. Well, I ain't felt this bad since Cheyenne Hill.
When John sat in the rocking chair at Doc's office, all he was thinking about was Anna, his daughter. Old John knows he doesn't feel well, praying he could make it to Anna.
Come on in my office.
Oh, hey, Doc. I haven't been feeling good. I've been hurting all over. Do you got time to take a look at me?
Sure, John. Lay down. Let me take a peek.
All right.
See what we got going on here. Open up for me. Sorry to say, John, but it looks like cancer.
Well, how long do I have to live?
It's hard to say. A month or two, if you get rest. Matter of fact, let me give you a shot now. And you can start your resting right about now.
Oh, thank you, Doc.
Yep. Get some rest.
Oh, honey, I got to go on a cattle run. I'm going to be gone for a while. I just want you to know I love you.
I love you, Dad.
Well, Mary Kate, this cancer the doc says I has a death sentence.
Are you staying here in Dodge City? I'll care for you till the end.
Oh, no thanks, but I got to leave in a few minutes. I got to get my supplies to my family. I promised my little girl.
You're in no condition to travel.
Oh, Father, give me the strength to make it home.
I'll be praying for you, John.
I'll be needing those prayers, Mary Kate.
As John headed to the barn to ride Dollar one last time, John just couldn't get up on Dollar. He was in too much pain. Some last words with old Dollar. And John's cancer made him so tired. Old John found some bales of hay as he rests for the trip ahead.
Oh, hey, Dawson, how you doing?
Hey, John, good. You don't look so good.
Oh, I got the cancer. I left my horse in the barn, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it the rest of the way. On the horse, I just can't get up.
Hey, you don't worry about that. You helped me 5 years ago, my family. We wouldn't have made it through the winter. I'll make sure your horse, your belongings, get to your family.
Oh, thank you very much, Dawson. I really appreciate that, and I trust you totally.
My pleasure.
Well, hey, how you doing, Howlin' Wolf?
Good, John. How are you?
Oh, I'm not doing well. I've got the cancer.
Oh, well, there's nothing I can do for you. But maybe you can try this peace pipe.
Okay.
Don't take too big of a hit now.
I'm on my way. Shot many men. Travel many miles. Nothing's got me down like this cancer. Father, give John his strength to make it home, where he won't die alone. Little ways down the trail, he met up with Howlin' Wolf. He said, John,
Hey, John. Time for you to get up and get going, buddy.
Finally, Cheyenne Hill and John seen if the new restaurant and bar had a drink with a zip.
Oh, how you doing? I'll take something with a little zip. I ain't been feeling well, I tell you.
Well, actually, you're in luck. We've got this new product that's really great. It's EB. It's beer with espresso in it, so it's got a little something in there. Should make you feel pretty good. Does that sound all right?
I'll take one.
All right.
The old goat wasn't there 7 years ago when John left on the cattle drive for the largest beef company in the U.S. at the time.
Well, that there is pretty good.
Good. That'll fix you right up. So cancer. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I've been sore quite a bit lately, you know. I don't know what to do.
Hey, actually, you're in the right place. It's the university next door. They've actually been doing massage therapy for cancer patients. Apparently, it's been helping with pain management a lot.
Oh, wow. I'll have to get over there as soon as I'm done with this EP.
Might be worth a shot.
Well, I think I'm going to go try this massage therapy out.
I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, I've been needing it. Wow, that does have a zip to it.
Glad you liked it. Take care, John.
Have a good day.
John was now willing to try anything to ease his pain. Since the university was doing massage therapy for pain relief, John laid down on the table.
How you doing, Scott?
Howdy, John. How you doing?
Oh, I have the cancer. I was in Dodge City and Doc told me I have a month or two to live. And I want to get back to Anna. I haven't seen her so long. I got all this stuff to get to her. And I couldn't even ride my horse.
I'm sorry to hear that, John. Really sorry. I think you'll be very surprised to see how Anna's doing and how much she's grown in the years since she's been back.
Oh, I've been missing her. Just want to get cleaned up and make it home. I see her before I pass away.
Well, I got to show you a new tool here. Since the last time you were here, things have changed quite a bit. This is the new electric clipper. It's going to revolutionize barbering.
Oh, I ain't never had one of them. What is it going to do to me?
Well, I haven't used it too much, but it seems to work pretty well.
Oh, I'm up for it.
Okay.
Oh, that thing kind of tickles behind the ears. Holy cow.
Well, John, your tub of hot water is all set to go, and some clean clothes, so get you down the road feeling better. So,
Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
how's that look, John?
Oh, that looks wonderful. Professor Crombie. How are you?
Oh, wow. Hi, John Wayne. Good to see you.
What are you doing?
Well, this university research studies have shown that this curcuma longa plant, known as turmeric, is curing cancer.
Well, I have cancer.
Well, what a coincidence. And then this garlic, the studies have shown that this prevents cancer as well. And we've made a lot of headway, John.
Oh.
And I think a lot of people are going to be able to prevent cancer after we finish this research. Also, just some of the simple things, the black pepper's been known to be worthy of an honorable mention, so make sure use that.
I'm going to put
pepper.
some on my eggs when I get home.
Absolutely.
I really got to get going, Professor Crombie, but I got to get home to my daughter, and I don't feel well, so have a good day.
You too, John.
Keep up the good work and the research in cancer.
Thanks so much, John Wayne.
The family nanny, Margaret, has taught Anna so much over the years. See, Anna's mother passed away while giving birth 7 years ago. John was crushed, losing his wife and having a fragile baby girl, Anna, to care for.
How are you?
Well, hey, Margaret, how are you?
Great. How you been doing?
Oh, I've been traveling.
Yeah?
How's Anna?
Great, great. She's been excelling at the university, doing everything. She's so beautiful. I'm proud of her. She's gonna make you proud.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I got the cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm not going to make it much longer. I just want to make sure that you know that I have enough money set aside. If you could take care of her for me, I'd really appreciate it.
Yes, we will definitely take care of her and be there for her and help her with whatever she needs.
I thank you so much, Margaret.
No problem.
I wouldn't know what to do without you.
Well, thank you. It's been wonderful knowing you.
Thank you very much.
So, I'll be here for you.
John wasted no time as he hired Margaret to help raise Anna like her own.
Anna, come here, please. Hi. Just wanted to talk to you. Just want to make sure that you know that everything's going to be okay. Your dad is with the angels now. We are going to be taken care of. I'm going to take care of you and make sure that everything you need, and I'm there for you. And your dad's going to be watching us from above every day. Okay? And I'm always going to be here from you, and everything's going to be all right. Okay? Come here. Always, honey. It's going to be okay.
We have all come here today to talk to the Lord about John. John is a great man. He lived a clean life, and he ended his journey today with all of us saying goodbye. Each day we walk on this earth, we have decided to take the Lord by his hand, and he will lead us to where we need to be, which is the gates of heaven. John, his father before him, and his father before him have all made this journey, and one day we will all make this journey also. But always remember, these journeys could become shorter, as with John. No one deserved cancer. John didn't deserve cancer. But we all have to deal with the Lord and how he deals with us. Let us all say goodbye and one last prayer. To John, he was a good man. Lord, thank you for allowing John into our lives and allowing the good things that he brought to this world. He was a great man. He achieved many things, and he will always be in our hearts.
John was a loving
Amen.
father, a good businessman, a pillar of the community, and friend to many.
I feel that sometimes I'm misunderstood.